Welcome to the Jet Set Hers podcast. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Jamie. We discuss travel, adventure, and everyday life. Listen with us and let's go somewhere.
Hi.
Yo, Jenny, what's up? Hello.
It's not just the two of us, as you hear. Welcome back to my sister, Susie.
Hello.
So today is just going to be a short little mini episode, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Just to get a little break in between some of the interviews we've been doing.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun today. It's a little special, but I feel like it's going to be a little hard, but a little fun little game.
I'm looking forward to it.
So maybe not everyone, but most people know the game Fuck, Marry, Kill, which is where, for girls anyway, you pick three good-looking celebrities and you have to say which one you'd want to, let's say, shag, go a little bit more PG, or marry or kill. And it doesn't mean you don't like the one you kill. It just, they might not meet the standards the other two did. So today it's going to be a travel edition. And it's going to be really hard because, as everyone knows, we want to go everywhere and we want to do everything. So it's going to be super difficult for us. And it's going to be more of something that you get to do over and over and over again versus something you can do one time and then the other one you don't get to do at all.
Got it. I think we understand the rules.
But before we get into that, we actually all have a beer today. So, Jamie, what are you drinking?
Okay, well, I'm sticking with the local. When we were up north, I got a mixed 6-pack. There's still summer vibes, so I'm holding on to the very last bit of summer. It's been in the 80s here. So from Muskegon, Michigan, Pigeon Hill Brewing Company, No Dignity Hazy IPA. If you look at the can, it's kind of the guy from Goonies.
Oh, Chunk.
Yeah. Just hazy IPA 6.7, and it is delicious.
I can hear the sound he makes
when he's rubbing his belly.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny? What are you having?
So I actually went opposite of you because it is fall. Fall is my favorite time of the year. And while we've had some hot days, we're starting to get some cool mornings. This is my favorite fall beer of all time. It is by Elysian Brewing, and it is their Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. It tastes like fall in a cup, and I love it. And it is 6.7%.
Okay, rocking the twin percentage today.
Susie, what are you drinking?
All right. And to ride on my sister's coattails here, it is a full moon. And technically, as Jamie said, the last day of summer. And tomorrow starts fall officially. So I embrace fall full-heartedly. I have something out of the same 12-pack, even though we're 2,400 miles away from each other. It's the Elysian Dark o' the Moon Pumpkin Stout. It's got a nice wolf howling at the moon on the cover. And out of all of them, it's not my favorite in the 4-pack, but it's a good one because it is pumpkin.
Yeah, be prepared to hear the rest of that variety pack on the podcast because I do have it as well. And it's fun because me and Susie have completely opposite beer tastes. And so it's rare that we actually agree on something. And I think we actually agree on this entire pack. So
it is.
Cool.
That is definitely a plus. I like the
100%.
graphics on both of your guys's. Like they're similar, but they're different. So I want to see what the rest of the pack looks like. Yeah, those are cool.
They are fun.
Well, my pumpkin ladies, let's cheers.
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 Clink.
So while we're playing this, we do have some visuals up. So if you hear us talking about some pictures, that's why. And we'll definitely post some of them on the Insta because just some of these pictures are gorgeous. I just got them off Google, but some of these places are just so beautiful. You have to share them, you know? We're going to start with these three. And for this one, I just looked up top bucket list destinations in the world. So Machu Picchu in Peru, the Great Pyramids of Giza in Egypt, and the Serengeti Safari in Africa. So this one's really hard for me because, as everyone knows, Peru and Egypt, like the pyramids and Machu Picchu, are like top 5 on my bucket list. Especially Egypt. I've been talking about that how much lately. But a Serengeti Safari, like, that's probably top 10. So this is really hard.
I know mine.
Tell us.
Definitely, I'm marrying the Serengeti Safari for sure. Just because it would be, for me, all about nature, all about animals. You get the best of both worlds. You get the greenery. You get the water. Probably I'm going to shag Egypt just because the pyramids, and just say whatever to Machu Picchu because those two are better for me.
All right, Susie.
I'm reversed. I would definitely go to Peru multiple times. It's always been a destination I've wanted to go. One of my mom's friends was an archaeologist helper, and that was her favorite place. So listening to her
I didn't
stories.
know that.
Yeah. Egypt would be fun to visit once. I can stay out of Africa.
We're completely opposite on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Jenny, what about you?
All right, I'm going to surprise everyone. I'm going to kill Peru. I'm so sorry. It is like in my top 5, but when I'm comparing these 3 together, I think I could do a video tour of Machu Picchu and see everything. Whereas there's so much to explore inside in the pyramids, I would marry Egypt, the pyramids part. I just have always loved Egyptian history, and the idea of being able to just go back and back and back, I can't deny that. And so I'll shag the Serengeti. Because I do, like you said, love nature, I love animals, so I think that would be a really cool thing to check off the bucket list. So that one surprised myself.
I liked how Susie's was completely opposite of ours. That was fun.
Which I think we'll see throughout. So Jamie has this next one, and this one is more of hotels throughout the world.
Yeah, and that makes it fun because your responses are always going to be different because everybody's different. Okay, so shag, marry, kill, ladies. Mardan Palace, Turkey, which beautiful. So Burj Al Arab in Dubai, which looks like it's like a sailboat hotel, is what kind of Jenny is describing it as. And the bottom kind of looks like a fish to me, like a old school fish, like a stick figure fish that you draw on paper. And then Atlantis Paradise, Bahamas, these are hotels that we're choosing.
Yep.
Not necessarily the place, I guess, but okay. Let me think about this one for a second.
Right, same. Any idea, Susie?
I've never heard of the palace in Turkey. It's gorgeous. So I'd probably like to go there at least once. I honestly have no desire to go up in that high-rise hotel. None at all. All your action movies, something happens in those type of hotels and things go wrong. So I'll stay out of Dubai and probably hang out in Atlantis.
Which we walked through when we went on a cruise. And Mom and Dad stayed there for one of their vacations. I think I'm actually the exact same as Susie on this one.
I think I am too.
Wow.
I think I am too. Yep, I think I am too.
So I had never heard of the palace in Turkey either, but it popped up as like one of the most luxurious places to stay in the world. And it's gorgeous, clearly. And so I would want to at least explore it once to see what's going on. I know a lot of people have Dubai on their top bucket list, and it is really cool how much it has grown. And it's more of that luxury travel that I'm not so much into.
Same.
And so I think I would live in the Bahamas. And it's also a little closer to home, we could get back and forth, all that.
Same. I think I'm exactly the same. I don't need to describe it. It's what you said was perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the Giraffe Manor in Kenya, or the Ashford Castle in Ireland, or the Ice Hotel in Sweden.
This game wouldn't be fun if it was easy.
Now, as much
Gotta
as
make it difficult.
I know, as much as I would love to do the Ice Hotel once, I'm gonna have to say I'd probably axe that one and stay as much as possible in Ireland because, I mean, why not? And then visit the Giraffe Manor at least once.
How are you, Jamie?
This one is going to be a toughie. I'm going to do Ice Hotel once. So I'd shack the Ice Hotel in Sweden. I'm going to marry the Giraffe Manor in Kenya because how cool. And yes, I would love to go to Ireland and be in a castle and check out a castle. But in this one, I'm going to kill off Ireland and hopefully it circles back. That Giraffe Manor, oh yeah, that's for me.
Okay, we're all a little different on this one, which is fun.
Yeah, we are.
So as cool as the Giraffe Manor would be, because I see it on all the travel groups on Facebook constantly, and it's just literally a bucket list destination for everyone, I feel like I
You're killing
could
it?
go to
You're
the, I'm
killing
gonna
it.
kill it. I could go to the zoo and feed
Support
them and
giraffes.
still interact with giraffes, anywhere in the world.
Wow, bud.
I'm gonna I'm gonna shag Sweden, the ice hotel. Because I feel like that is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I
That's a
don't
one
think
night
it's something
stand.
you need to do more than once, though.
That's a one night stand for sure.
I know that's Amy's like top of her bucket list is
Right.
go.
It's the Ice Hotel.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna marry the castle. First of all, everyone knows I love old castles and also just Ireland in general. So I can't just go there once, I think. All right, that we were all different on that one. Interesting. All right, and these were just some wonders of the world. So we have Petra in Jordan,
Damn it, Jenny, this is so hard.
the Taj Mahal in India, and I'm not going to pronounce this right. Chichen Itza in Mexico, but it's
Chichen
that.
Itza.
Have you been there?
I have not. We looked at it. We went to Tulum instead, but Chichen
Okay.
Itza, Mom's been there.
But it's that very classic Mexican pyramid.
It's right in
Pretty
the middle
much.
of the Mayan Peninsula. I would have to say I don't need to go there because I've seen enough of the Mayan and culture and Aztecs. I would definitely visit Jordan and that, play a little in Indiana Jones. And, Taj Mahal, who wouldn't want to look at that every day?
I think I'm right with you too. I feel like I would always maybe have a chance to go back to Mexico, so that would be an easy one to navigate from the United States. No, I'm right with you. Yeah, Petra and Jordan. I feel like one of the seven wonders. You definitely have to see it once. I mean, come on, and exactly waking up, looking outside of your window at the Taj Mahal every day. That'd be real easy. She makes it easy to marry her. Okay, so I'm the
Yep.
same with Susie on this one.
She makes it easy.
Which I'm shocked because we have been opposite on all the other ones so far. So first one that we kind of the
Well,
same.
we had one.
We had one,
all
we
the
were all the
same.
same.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay. Our track record's not as bad as I thought.
This one is really, really hard for me.
This
Like,
one's hard.
I'm really struggling because I have not seen the ruins of Mexico or
Well, we'll take a cool cruise whenever we can start doing that again and do the whole.
So I'm sorry, don't kill me, India, but I might kill you on this one.
Don't kill me, India.
And then I might have to marry Mexico on this one because I can go see these cool ruins, which I love the old historic stuff, and then get some tacos. And then I'll shag Jordan because Petra is on my list because I mean, look
Definitely.
at that history just in that one photo alone. Amazing. All right, this next one is we're going back to just some cities.
And I feel like these have all been talked about on the podcast
Mhm.
too.
Yep.
So this is going to be interesting. Throw a little spice in there at you guys. So shag, marry, kill: London, England; Dublin, Ireland; Edinburgh, Scotland.
And this one's really hard for me.
You've been almost all of them.
I have been to two of them, and the other one is like next up on the list. But if I think about like if I have never been to any of them and just consistency of going, and this is gonna kill me to say because of the Harry Potter Warner Brothers tour, but I'm gonna kill London on this one. I absolutely love London. I've been twice, but when I think about repeat visits, I'm gonna marry Ireland, marry Dublin. I'm gonna go get that Guinness and that Smittix, the Irishmen, the accents. Come on. And I'm gonna shag Scotland because the history
Because
in
you might
Edinburgh.
find that redhead.
Oh yeah. Everyone knows I like my ginger men.
I mean, we know that.
I'm going to be the same. London, I think, is more generic than the other two.
More
Yeah,
big
they have
city.
a lot of great but it is very big city. You've seen it in every movie that has anything to do with England. You've seen it everywhere. So I would actually probably shag Ireland and go to Scotland.
See, that's mine as well. I'm gonna kill off London, I'm gonna shag Ireland, and I'm marrying Scotland for sure. And I've never been to either or any of them, I should say. But when we had Amy on the show and she talked about Scotland and she
Mhm.
talked about Edinburgh, that I'm hooked. So from simply her alone, I'm marrying Scotland for sure, 100%.
Whenever I do make it to Scotland, we'll have to revisit this question and see if I switch Scotland and Ireland because I've been
Right.
to Ireland, so I know I love it.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I'll love Scotland too.
Yeah.
So we're so sorry, London. We love you.
And it's
It's
nothing
just
against
a
you. It just
game.
doesn't compare to the two.
So your 3 American cities, you got New Orleans, Louisiana, Savannah, Georgia, and St. Augustine, Florida. Well, I will tell you, I'll easily say, sorry, St. Augustine, you're just small time. I can't. Honestly, I've always wanted to live in New Orleans, always. So Savannah's fun to visit. I would go there for St. Patty's Day and stuff like that because they do it up right. New Orleans will always be my heart. You thought you'd have me. Ha 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 ha.
So, I mean,
Okay,
as we
okay.
know, Susie talked about New Orleans the first time she came on the podcast, but
Yep.
she's always told me she's going to take me to Savannah, Georgia, and has not because I have not been there yet. And she lives right down the road from St. Augustine, so we've been there several times. So I kind of purposely threw these together to see what would happen.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to marry New Orleans as well, just because you can't just go once. Like, that's a repeat trip. You have to go back for Mardi Gras, you have to go back for Halloween.
Jazz
And
Fest.
Jazz Fest. Oh, that's where I saw Elton John play. Amazing. It's also where I lost some stuff on Bourbon Street. As in phone and personal items. That sounded a little bad.
I was going to say, whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
Wait a second here.
Oh, the other two are harder because I have not been to Savannah.
I will tell you, Savannah is a cleaner New Orleans.
That's what's so difficult
That
to me
has-
because I've never
right.
been to Savannah or
I
New
do
Orleans.
love St. Augustine.
Yeah.
There's so much history, but I feel like Savannah also has a good amount of history. All right.
It does because it's, when you're in New Orleans, it's all French influence and French and you're Irish actually influence for New Orleans. Savannah is the British influence. So everything there, you've got all your pubs and your British cemeteries and all that. So it's colonial essence, but a different influence.
All right. I'm going to follow Susie on this. We'll shag Savannah. I'm sorry, St. Augustine, but I'm going to have to kill you.
And this one's harder for me because I haven't been to either of them. So
Let's go.
I will have to just kill St. Augustine because I've been there and I love it and I don't want to kill it, but I haven't been to 2 of these places. So if it's comes down to going there, I haven't been there before. I'm going to be opposite of you guys, just to be opposite of you guys. I'll shag New Orleans and I'll marry Georgia because I feel like Savannah, I've never seen you either. So
I mean, to support you, New Orleans would be a good time.
a good
for
shag
one
too.
time,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A one night
It's be a
stand.
good party night.
Right. All right, we're heading over into Asia territory now. We have Mount Fuji, Japan, the Dead Sea in Israel, or Kathmandu in Nepal. And this is really hard because the pictures we chose to do this are like absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous.
And this one is hard because they're all so different.
Mm-hmm. As cool as it is, and it's like one of the highest places to go in the world, I'm gonna have to kill the Dead Sea, I think. There's several other experiences you can have with water. And when I'm comparing it to these other two, I think I'm gonna have to shag Nepal because I think the history there would be amazing and I definitely have to see it. But I could see Mount Fuji being like a repeat. Definitely.
Okay.
See, I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say, sorry, Mount Fuji.
Okay.
Definitely visit Nepal at least once because I probably wouldn't be able to breathe after hiking it a second time. But for just that, emotional well-being up there in nature and everything about it would just but I would go float in the Dead Sea at all times and help my skin. And yeah.
I'm definitely for sure shag is going to be the Dead Sea because it's 10 times saltier than the ocean. And to me, the ocean is already super salty. So I can't even imagine. And you can float immediately. As soon as you get in there, you float. So that would be super cool. So one night stand, I'm doing you Dead Sea Israel. And I think I'm going to be the same with Susie and I'm going to kill Mount Fuji and I'm going to have to marry Nepal.
Wow,
I've always wanted to go to Nepal ever since I was a
Right.
kid. I don't even know how that started, my love for it, but it did.
Yeah.
And I've always just been fascinated. So
We were all
I think
different on that one.
I think I'm matching Susie again.
I mean, I think every Laura Croft I've ever played at some point ends up in Nepal. So that's probably my fascination there. I think she
Same.
always is up in the mountains there.
And I don't know if
so.
I've mentioned that on here before, but I've mentioned it in a travel group I'm in. I think my love for travel is from Laura Croft Tomb Raider because every chapter in the game, she's in a new country, exploring like the rainforest or some ruins or going into a cave. And I think that's where I get my Wanderlust. I
That's
said that one
awesome.
time and someone's like, "Oh, I don't know that video game." And I was like, "What?"
What?
Right. My
Where
little
have you
nerd
been for the last
heart was
30
like,
years?
"Excuse me?" Okay, I feel really bad because now I want to go to the Dead Sea too. Okay, moving on.
Okay, well, here's another one, ladies, and this one has Machu Picchu in it again. So this will be interesting.
To see which way we go.
Yeah. Shag, marry, kill, the Amazon rainforest in South America, the Galapagos Island in Ecuador, or Machu Picchu, Peru.
So as amazing and beautiful as I'm sure it is, okay, this sounds real bad. I'm not gonna kill the forest because by not going there, I'm actually saving it.
You're saving
Right.
the forest.
Because the more people that visit, the harder it is and it's already struggling. So I can admire it from pictures.
Right. Save it
Right.
and be there for it by
And
not
I've seen
going
some of
to it.
those action movies where the bad guys shoot you and stuff. I don't need that. Or what is it? Anaconda? Don't need that.
or the ants. The ants
Ooh.
they have there. I don't
Well, I'm the
need
good kind of ant, but
like-
you know.
No, yeah, well,
All right, I'm gonna shag Peru this time. Finally getting in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the picture we chose on this one has a llama.
The picture you chose for the Galapagos Islands is hitting the spot.
I'm gonna marry the Galapagos because I feel like they probably have so much stuff to see. You can't just do it in one visit. Even though most people do only get to go once.
Mhm.
I would want to go and explore all the wildlife there.
So I'm almost the same as you because I'm going to marry the Galapagos. I'm going to kill Machu Picchu again, and I'm shagging the rainforest because definitely I would love to go once. I would love to go once and
again, I'd probably go with Jenny as much as it would be cool to see. I don't need piranhas or ants in my life. I can look at pictures and appreciate them,
That
of
took me
course.
right back to Tomb Raider 2, the piranhas. That was the hardest part.
I would visit the Galapagos, but I'd be terrified of getting stuck there because I read the Kurt Vonnegut story years ago called Galapagos, and
my favorite authors.
I don't need to slowly devolve into a lizard or something. So I just want to go hang out with the tortoises there for a day or two.
Get out of there and go home.
Yep, hang out longer in Machu Picchu.
So she's marrying Machu Picchu. I think she married Machu Picchu
Yep.
in the first one too.
I
Right.
did.
Now I'm a little
Okay.
jealous over here.
Okay, so we know what Susie's about. This one's gonna be hard.
All right, so 3 countries, cities. Got Budapest, Hungary, Berlin, Germany, and Madrid, Spain.
This one's real hard because I want to go to all of them tomorrow.
Yep.
But
Yep. Susie knows already.
It would be cool to go to Madrid, but it's not, I'm not like pushed for it. I would say I would visit Germany and stay in Budapest.
I'm the same with you again.
Not Black Widow, Hawkeye style. Just enjoy it, not be crazy.
The only reason I'm with you on this one too is because it is Madrid, Spain. When we had Kim on and she talked to us about Spain, she highlighted Valencia and kind of told us,
More the coastal.
Yeah, and the bigger cities, those are the more touristy places. And me and Jenny are those type of travelers that we like to visit those, sure, but maybe stay elsewhere that's a little more artsy. So I think I'm
off the beaten path.
Definitely. I'm going to go with you on that one as well, just because it is a bigger city.
All right, y'all actually converted me because I was going to go different, but I'm going to agree with you because I want to go repeatedly to Budapest because I don't know that much about it. So it would be cool to actually go and learn the history and
definitely
immerse myself into it. You have to go to Germany. You have to have the beer. It's just
easy to have a one night stand.
Baby.
Ooh, Oktoberfest.
You have to go on
Germany?
Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's a good one night.
Got some Lederhosen.
We're getting a little bit more tropical with this next one. Italy. And we're doing just the whole thing. Italy, Greece, or Malta.
So we're not confined to a city or a place. It's just, okay.
So I think everyone that knows me somewhat well knows that I would only want to move from Colorado if it's to move to Italy. So I'm I'm gonna marry Italy all day, any day. And Greece is just iconic, and so I'm gonna have to shag it. But no offense to Malta, because I want to go to you just as bad. I'm gonna have to kill off Malta on this one.
I'm going to agree with you. And because Malta's the smallest, if you're staying there and it's about encompassing all of it, that it's not as much to see. And Italy, I mean, Greece is gorgeous, but Italy has so many different variations and
Right.
locations from inland to beach to mountainous, and it would just be amazing to stay.
Vineyards, history, beaches.
Mhm. I mean, don't get me wrong, the history in Greece, whew.
So I'm gonna spice it up a little bit with mine. I'm shagging Malta because one of my friends that I grew up with, his grandparents, like he was Maltese, his grandparents were straight from Malta. So we heard a lot of different stories, you know, from him growing up. So he passed away a few years ago. So I feel like that would be a really good ode. It's this tattoo here for my buddy Brandon, but I feel like that would be a good ode to my friends. So I would shag Malta. I'm killing off Greece.
Wow.
Maybe I'll see you again. But from a lot of other stories and everything else that I've heard, I'm gonna go ahead and be with my homegirl, and I'm gonna marry Italy.
So we can get a nice vineyard and
At least we'll be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, see, on the vineyard, so we each have our own area.
This game has been fun so far, but my wonder list is like about to overflow. Okay.
Yeah, through the roof.
Well, luckily you get to travel soon.
Okay, so this one is Hawaii based. Snorkeling with sea turtles, hiking a volcano, or cage diving with sharks.
All right, so Jenny knows that I'm going to marry this snorkeling with sea turtles.
For sure.
Look at her tattoos. Come on.
As long as it stays as far away from sharks as possible. So I'm going to say to the sharks, and then at least one hike up a volcano so I don't die when it explodes on me. So
I've actually done 2 of those in Hawaii. So
you're supposed to do 3, right?
Mine's easy. Well, I was supposed to do all 3 of these,
Right.
but one I never got to do. So I'm going to shag cage diving with sharks because never got the chance to do so. I'm going to kill hiking a volcano because it was super difficult and hard. We hiked Diamond Head and we were almost dead because we were out of shape. And snorkeling with sea turtles was absolutely amazing and just incredible. They're huge and one touched my foot. So I'll marry snorkeling with turtles because it was great.
We're all a little different on this one. So
Oh,
I am going to kill the cage diving with sharks. I would totally do it. Don't get me wrong. But I can also, when it comes to these 3, I can watch that on Shark Week, you know?
definitely.
I'm going to shag snorkeling with sea turtles. You have to
Okay.
be careful how you word these things.
Yeah.
Because that would be absolutely amazing, but I could probably take some super cool pictures and just have those for life. And then I'm going to marry the hiking because we all know I love my hiking. And the more you do it, the better you get, and it's not as hard and you don't die.
Yeah, well, you know,
Unless
if I
it erupts,
were to
and
go
then-
back now,
sorry.
I'd be fine. But definitely, I love hiking, but you know, I love swimming more. I'm a little fishy.
It's kind of a combination of just like iconic landmarks.
Okay. Oh, this one's hard. One of my top destinations on there. Thanks, Jenny.
So choices: Great Wall of China, Tokyo, Japan, or Swiss Alps. And I'm not a big city person, so I would have to say, sorry, Japan. And I would visit the Great Wall of China, and then I would just enjoy myself in the Swiss Alps.
Absolutely, 100% same. 100%.
Me too, but
And you said it perfectly because exactly all you're going to get in Tokyo, Japan, which will be great to see. Sure,
People.
I'm sure, but absolutely, it's just going to be packed to the balls to the wall, brim to brim people. So, yep, absolutely. Great Wall of China, we'll see once, and marry Swiss Alps for sure.
I am going to agree with both of you, but let me just really quickly say I really want to go to Tokyo. You can Mario Kart in the streets, y'all. Okay? Any
Not
nerd
saying
should
I
wanna
don't
do
want to go to
that.
Tokyo, but not saying I don't want to go to Tokyo.
It's and
It's
look at
just
that,
right now.
Look at that view, the city and the mountain. Oh, love it. Okay.
If I'm talking about vacation right now, it's more for spiritual and emotional balance than
Which we know we
just
need in this
sightseeing.
family right now, but
right. So taking in the outdoors and the scenery is more something that would sit.
I am going to shag the Great Wall of China because if you're hiking the entire thing, you don't need to do it more than once. You know, that's a one and go. And my love for that comes from Tomb Raider. Surprise, surprise. But this was
everything comes back to
Right.
Tomb Raider.
We know I love my
it.
mountains. That's why I'm in Colorado. And I mean, it doesn't get any better than the Swiss Alps. So I would marry them all day.
Big bucket list for me,
Yep.
Switzerland, Swiss Alps. So,
And then cheese and chocolate all day.
and picnics, like what? A picnic? I
Who
wanna have
doesn't love a picnic?
a good picnic just on the greenery, like
I'll take it.
yeah.
And they have skiing. Not that I've ever tried it. We'll
And
see.
then we'll all be together
winter.
again. We'll all be together.
We
again.
finally agreed again. Okay. That was fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna do this again because this could be endless options of choices. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll definitely post some of these pics up on our socials. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube.
Jet Set Hers Pod,
Check out our website
jetsethers.com,
and send us an email.
jetsethers@gmail.com.
And remember, go on, give us a rate, give us a review.
You know what to do. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.